Alright, welcome to week 15. We're almost at the end of the semester. I'm sure you're all really busy with class, jobs, families, and holiday stuff. That's why the tutorial for this week is short and simple. I'm trying to wind down rather than ramp up. We're going to talk about converting Word documents to PDF. Now, some of you probably already know how to do this. You might have already done it at your job or for another class. But I'm just going to go over it as a component for the final project just so I get anyone who hasn't tried this before. So to save a Word document as a PDF file, first bring up a Word document, go into File, Save As, then you get this Save As type, click that for the drop-down menu, select PDF. When that happens, Word will preserve your, and then we click Save, obviously. Sorry. So when this happens, Word will preserve your original file here, where you can see we still have it as a Word doc. But now that it's pulling up a PDF copy that cannot be edited. That's, yeah, it's a PDF, and with a PDF, you don't change those. Excuse me 1 second, I can't pause this video, but I do need to get up, I'm sorry. Alright, sorry y'all, my dogs really needed to go out, and like I said, the software I use just allow me to stop this. Anyway, so what is the benefit of having Word keep your original document as a file? Well, you might already know this, but of course, since a PDF cannot be changed, this means that the document you send out you can fairly guarantee that it's not going to be messy. It might be, parts of it might be copied, but no one's going to go into your words and, uh, misrepresent you. So that's good. But then the benefit of having Word also keep this doc file here is that say you make some mistakes, you do your PDF and you realize, oh hey, I've made some mistakes, I need to go fix that. Well, you can just open up your original Word file, make the changes you want, and resave as a new PDF. There are some high-end software platforms that will allow you to edit a PDF. Like if you have Adobe, I have Adobe Acrobat Professional. That'll allow me to do some things, but we're not teaching Adobe Acrobat Professional. I'm just trying to let you know what's out there. But it's best to assume that a PDF document is more or less unalterable. Note that this does not count PDF forms, like registration forms and some contracts, which are created specifically to have information put in by the end user, where you would download the file, type in the info, and send it back. That's not necessarily considered alteration, though. But so PDFs like that can be changed, even if you usually just have Adobe Reader, because they're designed for that. But a straight up PDF, unless you have Acrobat Pro or some other higher end software, you can't mess with it. Let's see. Another note that you probably already know, but I'm telling you just in case. Word can save files as PDFs, but will not open these documents. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to go to my PDF of week 15. Now, if I just double click on it, it's going to open it in Adobe Acrobat, of course. So, right click, open with. So it's got all the programs. You can choose the default program, or those are the programs. There are no other recommended programs. I have no other programs on this computer that it can open a PDF. It's not that they don't exist, it's just I don't have one. Word is not one. There are other PDF readers out there. Many of them are free and open source. They're worth exploring. If you have a particular dislike of Adobe, for whatever reason, many of those which are legitimate, But the point is, Word is not equipped to open PDFs, so you need Adobe Acrobat or the equivalent. The other thing to note about a PDF is that you generally, note that I'm saying generally, cannot open the document in a compatible software and resave it as a Word document. However, that's not always true. If you know, if you open a file, why did I close that? So I'm opening. So I've opened this in Acrobat Pro. I can go to a PDF. I can go to Save As, and in the drop-down menu, I can save it as a Microsoft Word document. I can save it as a rich text file. I can save it as a plain text file, as an HTML file, as a JPEG. I have a lot of options, but note that I'm using Acrobat Pro. This isn't going to work on your standard Adobe Reader. You need to be able to shell out for a more expensive version of software to be able to do that. I will say though that while the open source movement their versions can be a little erratic sometimes, it is entirely possible that in the near future a pretty reliable open source PDF editor or reader will be able to save documents as Word files. Not impossible. That's something that could happen very soon. Something stable and reliable. Now, if for some reason you absolutely need to convert your PDF into a Word file and don't have the software that will allow it, there are websites that can do it that vary in cost and in quality. Sometimes they're expensive, sometimes they're free. I will caution you that these sites don't always do a good job of preserving any formatting you have. You're not terrible, but sometimes your work gets lost in the process. So you might need to redo your formatting. So the security of these sites is often questionable. So if you need to use one, use it with caution. That's all I have, and my dogs are about to bark. I'm trying to avoid that from the video. So I hope this was helpful to anyone who needed it. Please contact me with questions. Thank you. Thank you for not barking, dog.